What's going on, guys? So we are here. It is finally time. I'm super excited. If you can't tell from looking at this, take a look at this. We are here to open a booster box of Eternal Masters. For those of you that may be new to the channel, this is the Geek for All YouTube channel. I am Joe. I am here with my co-star, or my co-host of the show, Jar, that we do on this channel, which stands for Joe
and Amy
Review. So Amy is here with me to open this box. I'm going to crack right into it. While I'm doing that, I'll just let everybody know, if you are new and are unfamiliar with us, we are Vorthos players through and through, and while this is a value-based set, we are still going to be showing off our hashtag Vorthos Pride with this opening. We are going to be looking at each card. We're going to be talking about the art. We're going to be talking about whether it's a new art or old art, to the best of my recollection. But we are also then going to be talking about value as well, just because that is a thing. And I do, while I'm a Vorthos player, I do also like to continue to purchase Magic cards. So let's zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see what we've got. So we start with our first pack. Let's get right into it and see how this goes. I'm excited. There's some big money in this set. I've seen some good stuff opened, so let's get started. Like I said, let me zoom in for you here. So we start with the Ballynock Cohort, Blight Soil Druid, Mog Fanatic, Warden of Evo's Isle, whoops, Wake of Vultures, classic old card, Dismal Backwater, Tragic Slip, that card's fun because he's tragically slipping into a grave. Plus, I like the fact that this was from original Innistrad and it has the 13 theme. So we have Triska Decaphobia now that we're in Shadows over Innistrad, but in original Innistrad there were also, unlucky 13 themes, and here was one of them. We have the Seismic Stomp, the Mistral Charger, Jungle Hollow, Flamekin Zealot is our first uncommon. I love gold cards. This one's really cool. It really shows off that it is a Boros coloration. The reds, the whites. There's obviously yellow and orange in there for the flames, but it looks really cool. We have the Young Pyromancer. There's something that's worth a little bit of money. Not a lot, but a little bit. And the Lys Alana Scarblade. Our first rare or mythic out of this box is a giant Solifuge. Not worth a lot of money, but this card's hilarious to me. Weird looking insect guy. And it's a hybrid card, which is cool. We haven't seen hybrid cards in a while, so we get it in this premium set. Now, there is a foil in every pack, so let's see what our first foil is out of this box. It's a Blossoming Sands. Let's see if we can get that foiling pattern for you guys. There you go. Looks beautiful. It's one of the lands. It's important to have these, not because they need to be reprinted for Legacy, but because this is also a draftable set. Drafts are, a good amount of money, whether you're getting Eternal Masters prizes out of it or not, but here is a foil Blossoming Sands for draft purposes. Behind it, we have an elemental token. That is awesome. The colors on that are awesome. Just looks fantastic. So there you go. Pretty cool elemental token as well. I'm only going to pull out stuff that stands out to me to show at the end to recap what we got. Another one of these goblin packs. I will say that I am not fortunate enough to have memorized all of the pricing. I know what some of the sought-after cards are, but especially when it comes to foils, I mean, some stores don't even know what they're pricing foils at. So if I don't get excited on something that's worth a lot of money, it's probably because I just don't know. So feel free to let me know. Yeah, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. So here is a Mog Fanatic. Second Thoughts. Glacial Wall. I like this card a lot. 3 mana for an 07 defender is pretty cool. We have Memory Lapse. This is fantastic Memory Lapse art. So this woman's forehead has a keyhole in it, and she's just surrounded by keys. And she's looking for the key that unlocks her memories. I just think that's fantastic. Give you guys a better look at that if you have not seen this art before. I know not a lot of, and this is not me saying anything bad about anybody, but I know not a lot of channels focus on commons that aren't worth any money. So just wanted to make sure you guys could see that. Here's the Monk Idealist, classic art. I have this card. They just updated it a little bit more. It's a little brighter, but it's the same art from the last time we saw this guy. We have the Elephant Guide, Dream Twist, Scoured Barrens, another of the land cycle, Twisted Abomination for some swamp cycling, Pacifism, love this pacifism art, classic pacifism art, although there have been many, but this one's just hilarious with the little woodland animals making this super evil guy not want to hurt anyone. Grak, excuse me, super evil guy. Gitu Slinger, Annihilate is our second uncommon. Again, classic art once again. You can, if you know the old art in Magic, you know that this is classic Magic art. Plus, it's just the same art from the original card if you have seen it. And Ashnod's Altar. This card's really cool. It is updated now with the colorless mana symbols here, so that's pretty cool. We'll see that, I'm sure, a couple of times here, hopefully with some better stuff besides Ashnod's Altar. Not that it's not good, but it's not the best. Our rare or mythic in the second pack is... our first mythic in Vampiric Tutor. This is some money. That's really cool. I'm a fan of that. So there you go. Here's the Vampiric Tutor. First mythic of the box in our second pack. Our foil in this pack is a Carrion Feeder. So this card's awesome. I'm actually a big fan of this. I used to play this in a casual zombie deck of mine. It's a great way to get cards into the graveyard while also making this guy a lot bigger and attacking with him. So there's a Carrion Feeder. I'm super happy to have a foil of it. I can put that back in my casual deck. And an Elf Warrior token. There are a good number of good elves in this set. And here's the Warrior token. We're on to a Deathrite Shaman pack. I wanted to put this up to the camera. It's going to take a second to focus, but Deathrite Shaman looks really cool as the art, but if you look at the detail of it when it's blown up like this, I was, I guess no pun intended, blown away by how cool that looks with the tattoos on his face and all the detail and all the stuff that he's got on his chest and the shoulder pads or whatever you want to call it on the outfit that he's wearing.
They look like pine cones.
Yeah, it's just really, really cool. So I love it. So, because when you look at the Deathrite Shaman, it is the same art from the old card, but it's not as detailed because it's in a smaller form. So there we go. The pack did not want to open. So here we are. We start with a Plague Witch. I know this card. Once again, classic art, but I think the coloring is brightened up a little bit for us. Desperate Ravings, this one's not new. Humble, another good white card. New art on this one as well, but it looks great. The effect is awesome for a very interesting combat trick in Limited. Screeching Scab, Dream Twist, another card from my casual zombie deck, and really any zombie deck. Gravedigger, Faithless Looting, another Scoured Barrens, another Pacifism, a Tranquil Cove for the land cycle, the Beetleback Chief. This card was great. I remember in Vintage Masters Online, if you play Midgo, this was a great card to get. A lot of people kind of underestimated its power level, but this card is fantastic. And it's our first uncommon in this pack. Speaking of great uncommons, here's Pyroblast. Getting one of these in foil would also be really nice. This card is worth some money as well, even as an uncommon.
And I'm sure it would look beautiful in foil.
Yeah, just the art in general on this is fantastic. We'll see Hydroblast later, and maybe we can compare them, but Pyroblast is definitely worth more money just because Redburn is more of a viable deck. But yeah. Phyrexian Gargantuan is our last uncommon, and our rare or mythic in this pack is another mythic, second mythic in 3 packs. It is Sphinx of the Steel Wind. This one's not a ton of money, at least from what I'm aware, but it's a mythic, so that's cool. Our foil is Benevolent Bodyguard. The picture's cool, looks cool in foil, definitely not worth tons of money, but it's a cool card. It's good for the white deck in Limited. There's a lot of protection theme in this set, and we'll see that more if we get a couple of choice white rares, which I'll be super excited about. So there's that, and a Spirit token. Look at the art on that Spirit token. That's so good. That's so cool looking. So there you go. Put those on the side. Actually, I'm going to ask Amy to go into, I believe, this pile and get me that Vampiric Tutor that I forgot to set aside. We'll show that off later. We are into our next pack. Hey, look, Jace the Mind Sculptor. I'd like to get that. We have... Let's see if the... There we go. Rally the Peasants. Deadbridge Shaman. Silent Departure. Whoops. Abundant Growth. Wow, this card did not want to be shown. Tidal Wave. Tragic Slip. Bloodfell Caves, more lands. Curd Ape, this card's fun. Nature's Claim. Mistral Charger, that card's awesome looking. Still the classic art, brightened up a little bit, looks a little bit better, but there's the Mistral Charger, it looks really cool. Rancor, classic. It's been reprinted even recently, in, I believe, one of the M sets, M10 through M15. But here's a Rancor. Card's great. We have Glimmerpoint Stag. We've seen this guy recently. And we have the Amesi Tome. Interesting. Very interesting art on this one. So, just with the characters lit up in the book, it looks pretty cool. So, our rare or mythic in this pack is... Malicious Affliction, not worth a lot of money, but the art is really cool. I love how in black cards they don't show the energy or the magic as black. It's really more purple tinged. It looks really awesome. So there you go, Malicious Affliction. After Malicious Affliction, our foil is the Ballynock Cohort. So to go along with our white foil theme that we've been hitting recently. Here's a Ballynock Cohort. Behind that, our token is a dragon token. That's really cool. So that looks awesome with the flames. It is a tiny little dragon, but it's got fire breathing, so has the potential to get bigger. So there's that. You can stack those. Just because I'm making a mess.
I guess I will.
Yeah, thanks. I'm making a mess, so you got to clean it up.
Can I just say that when you showed the MSC Tome card, it looks like somebody's looking at stains on this book with a black light.
Oh, interesting.
Right?
Okay.
See?
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's a black light stained tome. So that's gross.
Yep.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Hey, look, an Aven Rift Watcher.
Which one do I need from here?
None. Wake Dancer. Fervent Cathar. Raise the Alarm, great card for limited. We have another Glacial Wall. I mentioned how I like that. Sylvan Might, this card's funny. It's like a time lapse of this rat getting bigger, so that's cool. This one's awesome. Una's Grace, I believe from a Kamigawa set. It just has that art to it, but it looks amazing.
Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's very, very pretty. Speaking of pretty, here's a Firebolt. Just a lot of the fire art is just really good. I mean, it evokes a lot of color, so it just looks awesome. We've got a Pilgrim's Eye. We've seen that card recently as well. Another Tranquil Cove. Here's another Beetleback Chief. Honden of Seeing Winds. Speaking of cards from the Kamigawa sets, the Kamigawa block, I'm not a fan of Honden's. If we get one in foil, I'll be happy because it's kind of worth some money. But these cards are just bad. I fell into the trap back in the days of Kamigawa of trying to use these cards. They're not good. But hey, they're here. And if you really want in draft to try to make a 5-color deck where uncommons are the basis of the deck, go for it. Good luck. No one else is going to be taking them. So, and Animate Dead. So speaking of uncommons that are worth a little bit of money, here's Animate Dead. The art's really cool. Again, the purple magic kind of in shadow with the light behind him. And our rare or mythic in this pack is... Oh my god. What? Okay, so we got Caracas, one of the top 5 most expensive cards in this set. Here it is. That's insane. My first Caracas, I have been collecting since Urza's Saga, so a lot of these cards I have already in terms of reprints. This is not one of them. It's my first Caracas. It's worth some money. It's a mythic. We've gotten 3 mythics already out of this box. This box is looking to be insane. Here's Caracas. Our foil out of this pack is the Borderland Marauder. Okay, it's a foil common. So there you go. Borderland Marauder, I don't have really much to say about it. Foiling pattern is okay. It doesn't really do much for me on this particular card. There aren't a lot of things that make the foiling stand out above anything else. And our token is a hybrid elemental token, a 5/5 flying elemental, actually more powerful on its own than the dragon was that we just saw. So there you go, elemental token. In the next pack, we're going to move on to another goblin pack here. If I can get it open. I'm getting excited, guys. 3 mythics so far, Caracas being one of them. That's absolutely incredible. So, we have Innocent Blood, which is an amazing name for a card. Not even necessarily saying anything about the art, because I don't know quite how it relates, but Innocent Blood is just a really cool name for a card. Keldon Marauders, so we have the Keldon Warriors. Shelter, talking about protection, the protection theme for the white decks. Urborg Uprising. Amy and I were talking about these guys the other day. These adorable little weird torso-faced spirits that are flying out of these soldiers. They look super sad, but they also just have no heads. So it's really awkward, like their faces are on their torsos. It's weird. They look super sad and I feel bad for them, but it's just weird.
They're sad because they don't have heads.
Because they don't have heads for their faces. They're just on their torsos. Warden of Evos Isle again. I didn't comment on it before, but the colors on this card are great as well.
Yeah,
Purples, blues.
beautiful.
Yeah, just fantastic. So great art there. And it's a bird wizard. Everybody loves bird wizards. Speaking of awesome, funny cards, here is a Nimble Mongoose. This card's great. In foil, this card's actually worth some money, but the Nimble Mongoose is really cool. And I believe in the original art as well, it was also eating a snake. So here is a Nimble Mongoose, which is awesome. We have another Memory Lapse. Talked about this already. Love it. We have a Phantom Monster. This card, the art is cool. I like it. Just the fact that they're able to use blues in so many different ways on this card to show an image. The name is weird to me. I feel like there are a lot of creatures in Magic that you could call monsters, and just to have this one have part of its name be monster is weird to me. Core Hookmaster, Sentinel Spider, Timberwatch Elf. So speaking of the elf theme in this set, here's another one. Battle Squadron, another classic looking piece of art with a ship flying in the foreground, random structures in the background. There's like a lot of people on that ship too. So there you go. And the Ancestral Mask. If you do watch Jar, you know that Amy and I, or if you read the stories as a Vorthos player, you know that there was a story about Ancestral Mask, this card, and we reviewed it. So feel free to go give that a watch. But here's the card. Art looks fantastic. I mean, it's just absolutely really beautiful. So there you go. And it's our last uncommon, which means our rare or mythic in this pack is Control Magic. Very nice. I don't think it's worth a ton of money, but it is a great card. It's what you want. 4 mana to take control of any enchanted creature, especially if you're doing limited in this set. There are a lot of really good creatures, so there you go, Control Magic. Our foil is a foil Mog Fanatic. This card is worth a little bit of money in foil, because I've seen somebody open a foil of it, but it's also just funny. I love the art combined with the flavor text of him just falling off of what looks like a flying ship of some kind, and he's saying, I got it, and then he's just off the side of the ship, just plummeting to his death. And it's true because the card allows you to sacrifice him to deal 1 damage to target creature or player. So there you go. He's got to die to be the most effective. So, and a zombie token. It does suck. Zombie token. First zombie token of the box. So there you go, zombie token. Back to a Deathrite Shaman pack. Hopefully we'll get a Deathrite Shaman today. That'd be cool. We've gotten some great stuff already, but we haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg yet. So, another Innocent Blood, another Keldon Marauders, another Shelter, another Urborg Uprising, Abundant Growth again, Screeching Scab again, Roots, interesting. Look at this. The roots, which really just look like vines, are coming up and attacking this Minotaur-looking guy. And it's a great card. I mean, it makes the creature not be able to untap. So it taps it and makes it not be able to untap. It's a great kind of removal spell that you don't usually see this ability in green, which is, again, probably why they're reprinting it. So Seal of Cleansing, new art on this card. It looks fantastic with like the reverberations of power coming off of it. The old seals were okay. I mean, it evoked what it needed to evoke with it, but it really just looked like a big like cookie just being cracked, and that was what was releasing the power. But here you go. Here's a more updated, more awesome looking art for the seals. Seal of Cleansing. Okay, Counterspell. Speaking of updated, awesome art.
That's beautiful.
Counterspell. This Counterspell art is fantastic. Counterspell is worth, I believe, about $1 or so, at least at the time of recording this, just because they don't make counterspells like this anymore. They don't make 2 blue mana counterspells. It's too powerful. But I don't know that I've seen every counterspell art. I own many, but in my opinion, definitely one of, if not the best counterspell arts. So really, really nice.
Imagine a foil in that too.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
So nice.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed for it. Pilgrim's Eye, Field of Souls. The colors on this card are great. It just looks beautiful to me. So there you go. And an uncommon for us. We have Harmonize. Draw 3 cards in green. So there you go. It is a sorcery, but you're still drawing cards in green. So and Price of Progress. Our rare or mythic in this pack is Mystical Tutor. Tutors are great. They've reprinted a good number of them in this set. We already got Vampiric, but here's Mystical. Awesome. Glad to have it. Our foil in this pack is Civic Wayfinder. Okay, it's cool. It goes with the elf theme. Value-wise, it's not really there, but here you go. Civic Wayfinder. And we have a Carnivore token. Weird. I don't really know what else to say. Weird. It's a 3/1 creature, Carnivore. So very weird, awkward looking. So there we go. We're going to break into another Deathrite Shaman pack. Let's see, man. I'm happy with the Caracas. I'm happy with the Vampiric Tutor. We have no super valuable foils yet. Let's see if this box can pick it up with a valuable foil or maybe another mythic for us. I might be asking too much on the mythic because we already have 3. Raise the Alarm. Innocent Blood again. Lys Alana Huntmaster. This is where you get the Elf Warrior tokens from. Whoops. Another Glacial Wall. Talked about that enough. Reckless Charge. This one's cool. For my fellow geeks out there, this reminds me a lot of either Human Torch, which technically you could say that from Marvel, but he's not entirely inflamed. So what I would say is he actually reminds me more of Cannonball from the New Mutants / X-Men, because his bottom half is on fire. If you guys know who Cannonball is, let me know. But otherwise, yeah, that's who it reminds me of, so feel free to look that up. Eye Blight's Ending. This is a repeat art for this card, but it's adorable. Like, there's a little elf coming into just a giant, either asleep or unconscious, I can't quite tell, but he's gonna kill that guy. So, because you get to destroy target non-elf creature. So either that giant or that orc is going to be dead. Plus, it's tribal, which if this set had Tarmogoyf in it, that would be another card type for Tarmogoyf to care about. Here's Bloodfell Caves, Shoreline Ranger. It's in here for island cycling purposes, probably. Here's the Coalition Honor Guard. Something about this card, I just love it. I think it's because of the fact that the flag looks so cool to me, that it's like an upside-down pyramid, but it's a flag. They're a flag bearer creature type. It's cool to me. The rest of the card's okay, like the town that's burning, but the flag really does it for me, for whatever reason. Maybe I'm weird, but I like that a lot. Orcish Oriflame. When I have the original version of this card, and I don't know whether it's just the font that they used, but the the word Oriflame looks like it says Oriflame on the old card. I didn't know that there was an I in there at all. I just assumed it was a second R. So here you go, Orcish Oriflame. Armadillo Cloak. This card's awesome. I actually prefer, like, this art's cool. I prefer the original art. It just looks cooler. They've reprinted this effect many times, but here it is here. It looks great. I mean, again, I enjoy how gold cards look, especially dual-colored gold cards. So Armadillo Cloak is there. Wirewood Symbiote is here. The card's crazy. This card's funny looking. And I think maybe worth some money, if I remember correctly. And War Priest of Thune. Speaking of worth some money, hopefully our rare or mythic is a Vindicate. It is worth some money. I will point out, if you guys do watch our Jar series, we talked about the fact that this art actually was depicted in the story of I Am Avacyn, which was the last story technically from the Shadows over Innistrad story set, because it shows Sorin just disintegrating someone, which is amazing. I just think it's really cool that he can do that, but I wasn't sure what art it was from. I kind of thought it might have been an alternate art Anguished Unmaking, but no, it's just that Sorin does this so often that there are many different cards depicting him just holding his hand up and someone disintegrating because of it. So there you go, Vindicate. Awesome, I'm glad to have it. And our foil is a Curd Ape. So cool. Offhand, I don't know if it's worth money. It might be. I would doubt it, but it's cool. I mean, it's a 1-mana red creature that could get bigger if you also have a forest, so it's definitely possible that it could be worth some money. But it's just cool. It's cool to have it in foil. There are a lot of good colors on the card, which means that the foiling pattern's always going to look good on a card that has a lot of different colors on it. So there you go. And a Surf token. Again, Cannibal, Surf, fantastic. Very interesting. There you go. We're moving on to one of these. Elf pack, I believe. I believe this creature is an elf. The pointy ears kind of give it away. We start with a Benevolent Bodyguard. Another Carrion Feeder. Avarax. So speaking of weird card, look at this guy. Look at how weird this guy is. Is just weird. I really don't know what else to say about it. It's just weird to me. Welkin Guide. Commune with the Gods. Stupefying Touch. Thorn-Wield Archer. Fog. So we're going with the green theme. Thorn-Wield Archer, Fog, and you guys saw it back there. Llanowar Elves, classic card. Llanowar Elves. This is the card that turned into Elvish Mystic, functional reprint. But here's Llanowar Elves. Here's another Seal of Cleansing, a Young Pyromancer, very nice. A Victimize, and a Mishra's Factory. So speaking of cool uncommons, Mishra's Factory is nice. And our rare or mythic in this pack is... Haha, nice. Winter Orb. Worth some money. Art is gorgeous. This is a beautiful piece of art. If we're currently playing an RPG on our channel where I play a superhero that has ice elemental powers, so that's why I like Glacial Wall, that's why I like Winter Orb, but I don't think anyone can deny how beautiful this art is. It just looks fantastic. So there you go, Winter Orb plus a little bit of money. So there you go. Our foil is Nature's Claim, just a common, but again, lots of colors, means lots of a good foiling pattern. So there you go, take a look at that. Awesome. And our token is a different kind of spirit token. This one looks great. Look at how cool that looks. That's amazing. I've never seen this art before, so pardon me, but it's really cool. I like that. So there you go. Moving on to another Goblin pack. Let's see if value-wise this box can pick it up. I know I just got a Winter Orb, but I'm looking for another big bomby type card. Here's a Mog War Marshal. These goblins look ridiculous, but here's a Mog War Marshal. Ballynock Cohort, Blight Soil Druid, so another elf. This one of the black elves, but it still makes green mana if you pay some life. Desperate Ravings, Yavimaya Enchantress. So this is updated art for this card. In fact, I may be wrong. I know that we have Emperor Crocodile in this set that used to be a rare. This card may have also been a rare in the past. I don't remember. I'll have to double check on that later. Cephalid Sage. The creature type is Cephalid. These are like octopus people, which is awesome. We haven't seen cephalids in a while, but here he is checking out his books and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Another Nimble Mongoose. For those of you that know Marshall Sutcliffe, Marshall Sutcliffe's favorite card, I believe, in the history of Magic. I don't want to put the words in the guy's mouth. Pretty sure I've heard him say that. Here is Man of War. Card's great, art's great, still classic art. I think it's been updated a little bit, just the dark to the light contrast here, and it's a jellyfish, and like a very long-tailed jellyfish. We have a wind-scarred crag. Nausea. I enjoy me some Loading Ready Run. If you guys are familiar with them, they make the Friday nights show for Wizards of the Coast. This was their preview card. I love that it took me a second to realize what was going on, but these two people are nauseous because this guy took his shoe off and the green stench is just coming off of his foot and just floating around. I feel like all of us know someone who is this guy. So, and if not, you are this guy. Just saying. Okay. Sarah Angel, classic Sarah Angel. This is the card that I believe that everybody was talking about when it came to Avacyn, Archangel Avacyn, because for a while this card was banned, and it's a 5-costing 4/4 flying vigilance creature, whereas Avacyn is a 5-costing 4/4 flying vigilance creature, but with flash and other abilities as well, like, you know, making your creatures indestructible, and it flips. So it's just this card on steroids. But here's the Sarah Angel. We have a Flinthoof Boar. This card's awesome. Great colors on there, and it really, with the fire in the background, it really shows the red, the fact that you need red with it. And a Soul Catcher. Our rare or mythic in this pack is a Sinkhole. Very nice. 2 black mana, destroy target land. Actually, probably not bad in limited if people are trying to have multiple colors or splashing colors. You could just take this away from them, but it's also a reprint for a reason, at rare for a reason, because there are certain non-basic lands that you are just going to want to get rid of, and this Sinkhole will be able to do that. Our foil in this pack.
Sinkholes are good at getting rid of stuff.
Sinkholes are very good at getting rid of stuff, whether you want them to be gotten rid of or not. Our foil in this pack is foil Nimble Mongoose. I talked about it. Here it is. This is worth something. I mean, it's nothing insane, but it's something, and it's a foil common that's worth some money. So there you go. I just want to make sure you guys can properly see the foiling pattern on there. There you go. Elf Warrior token as well as our token. So we're on to, like I said, what I believe is an elf on this pack. We're getting there. We're, I would say, about halfway through. I love the art on this Wildfire Emissary card. Classic piece of art, but just it just looks great. It looks like it was done as a painting. Just the flowing colors and stuff coming out of the fire that's coming from this beast is really awesome to me. Benevolent Bodyguard again, Carrion Feeder again, Avarax again, Gaseous Form, so this guy's just turning to mist. That's really cool looking. Elvish Vanguard, more elf-themed things. And this guy's got like a little bird on his shoulder, which is awesome. Actually, he's kind of surrounded by birds because there's another one over here. But yeah. We have the Cephalid Sage again, Seal of Cleansing again, another counterspell. I'm never going to complain about more counterspells, man. This is great. Fantastic art, but also a little bit of money as a common. Pilgrim's Eye, Flinthoof Boar, Lys Alana Scarblade, Gaia's Blessing, which is great. Another piece of classic art that is updated, looks a little bit brighter, a little bit better, but you can kind of tell, if you're familiar with old school art, you can tell that this is classic art just from, I think, from the drawing style. They've updated it a little bit. And
it so much.
I mean, this art looks beautiful. They've clearly, in my opinion, visibly updated the art style in Magic, and I think it looks good. I can't say that I think it looks better, but I can't say that I think it looks worse either. It's just different. And sometimes looking back at classic art is not a bad thing. So there you go with Gaia's Blessing. Our rare or mythic in this pack is unexpectedly absent. Nothing incredible here, at least as far as I know. But it's cool. And our foil is Field of Souls. So again, commented on the colors on this card, liking the colors on this card. That's awesome. It's an uncommon, which is nice. A foil uncommon is cool. Not a value uncommon, at least again, as far as I know. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but there it is. And our token is a wall. It's just a 5/5 Defender wall token, which is cool. I mean, a 5/5 wall is pretty nice. I don't offhand know what card makes that. Maybe we will see it later. We've got another elf pack, which will be, spoiler alert, I guess, followed by 3 Deathrite Shaman packs. So here is the Aven Riftwatcher to start. Another Wake Dancer, Fervent Cathar, Raise the Alarm, Peregrine Drake. This, I believe, is new art for this Peregrine Drake card. It looks incredible. This, talking about good coloration, or coloring, if coloration is not a word, which I don't believe it is. Good coloring on this card. It is? All right, so there you go. Sure. Well, regardless, we'll find out. But anyway, Peregrine Drake is right here. Colors on this card are fantastic. Won't be a lot of money, at least as far as I know, if I get it in foil. But if I get it in foil, I'll be pretty happy because the colors are just great. It looks really cool. So there's that. Behind that, here's another seal. Speaking of great colors, speaking of new art on the seals, this is a Seal of Strength. Really awesome. Not even to say anything about the playability of the card, because I think they're just okay. But the art looks fantastic. New art, again, for this card, because otherwise it would just be a big cookie being cracked. You can, if you haven't seen it, you can look up the art on the seals. But this looks great. Whoops. Warden of Evo's Isle, speaking of great art and great colors. Man of War, we talked about that already. Wind-Scarred Crag for a land type. Nausea, we talked about that. Milliken, weird. For whatever reason, I don't fully understand the naming of this card. Milliken just sounds like a person's name, which maybe that's why. Maybe I just don't understand. Maybe I just don't understand the story behind it. If anybody wants to let me know, that'd be cool. Flame Jab. So that's awesome. We have a Flame Jab here. And Prismatic Lens. I have the original version of this card. No updated art here. I think it's cool, though. You've got the different colors and the prismatic lens. I mean, it just makes perfect sense. So, our rare or mythic in this pack. Something good, maybe, is... yes, Deathrite Shaman. So there you go. Just great. I mean, it was from Return to Ravnica. They reprinted it here for a reason. It's a great card. Hybrid, single mana costing 1/2 Elf Shaman. There you go. It's on the pack art for a reason. Like I said, kind of interesting because if you guys can see, our next 3 packs are Deathrite Shaman. So there you go. But that's awesome. So here's our Deathrite Shaman. Our foil in this pack, see if this pack's insane or not, is...
Ask and you shall
Just
receive.
talked about this. Again, far as I know, not money, but wow. Foiling pattern on that is cool. Again, colorful cards in foil, man. They're just great. I don't even know that I'm like fully showing off how awesome that is. I'm trying, but yeah, there you go. Catch the light a little bit. So, okay, awesome. I love it. Our token is another wall token. So there you go. I'm getting a lot of duplicates here. Let's crack into these Deathrite Shamans. We've already gotten one, which is great, and it's a rare, so not even a valuable mythic, but yeah. Keldon Marauders, Elite Vanguard, Wake Dancer, Mog War Marshal, Sylvan Might, Una's Grace, Seal of Strength again. We hadn't seen it for the first many packs. Now we're getting it in a row. But again, awesome art, so I'm fine with that. Carbonize. Amazing. The art is amazing. To turn something to carbon, to burn it, just fantastic. And the fact that this Minotaur is burning is cool. His leg is just broken off here. So awesome. Another Windscarred Crag. I feel like we've gotten a lot of those. Llanowar Elves. Mindless Automaton. That's cool. I mean, it's just a robot, but it's cool. I like the name a lot. Mindless Automaton is a really cool name. We've got the Wee Dragonauts. This card's hilarious to me. Fairy Wizard. To me, they always look like goblins, if you can see it up close. They're only silhouetted, really, but they look like goblins to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but obviously I'm wrong because they're fairies, not goblins. Let's wait for that. There we go. So Wee Dragonauts, again, dual-colored, gold, just awesome. Blood Artist, fantastic. This card was also in my casual zombie deck that I was talking about. I know it's a vampire, not a zombie, but it had cool abilities. It's, again, reprinted for a reason, so there you go. And I believe we are up to the rare or mythic. Yes, it is the Goblin Charbelcher. So there you go. This is the guy that's on the other art on the packs. So there you go, Goblin Charbelcher. After the Charbelcher, our foil in this pack is... Foil Counterspell. Money, yes. Beautiful, definitely. Again, amazing colors means amazing foil. Look at that. Look at how great that looks. Fantastic. Super happy to have a foil counterspell, both for value and for the fact that it is beautiful. So there you go. Our token is a worm token. So a lot of different kinds of tokens in this set, which is great. I love me some tokens, some different tokens, some varied tokens. That worm is a reprint token, unlike, as far as I know, the carnivore and the surf and stuff like that. But yeah, we start with a Wake Dancer, Fervent Cathar, Raise the Alarm, Skulking Ghost. I don't think we've seen one of these yet. Again, old art made new, looks better, I think, than the old art, just because of the updated brightness in the color. Just looks really cool. Sylvan Might, Una's Grace, Commune with the Gods, Pilgrim's Eye, Firebolt, Phyrexian Rager. Speaking of awesome colors, just black card, black creature, blue light behind it, blue and green light behind it. Looks really, really awesome. So there you go. Another Honden. It's actually only our second Honden. I'm not upset because we have not gotten a lot of these. Honden of Life's Web. Actually, in my opinion, my favorite, I believe, my favorite Honden art. If another one comes up and I change my mind, then I'll let you know. But I think this is my favorite art on all the Hondens. It just looks really cool with like the decay. At least it gives you the feeling of decay. So looks really cool. And Relic of Progenitus, talking about some slight money in uncommons. This is a great card. And Animate Dead. So once again, slightly valuable uncommons. Our rare or mythic, hopefully more than slightly valuable, is Visara the Dreadful. So no, as far as I know, not very valuable. But there you go. It's a legendary creature. It's a Gorgon. Maybe I was one off. Maybe the value is in our foil, which is Rancor. Not terrible, actually. As far as I know, probably worth more money than the card that we just opened, the rare. But there you go, a foil Rancor. That's cool. There's probably a lot of them floating around just because, like I said, it's been reprinted many times, but it looks awesome. I like the fact that the foiling of the background is different than the foiling of the guy shooting the lightning out of his hands. That's really cool to me. So there you go. And our token is another spirit token. Okay. Our third and final of these Deathrite Shaman packs. We've got more to go, though, after that. We start with Shelter, more white protection spells. Night's Whisper. Look at that. That's so cool. The Gorgon whispering to this other creature with the kind of the snakes or the tentacles, whatever you want to call it, on her head, wrapping around the other head. Just fantastic. Really cool looking. Undying Rage. Card's cool. Same art. Again, updated. Looks cool. Squadron Hawk. Same exact thing on the art there. Nimble Mongoose. Memory Lapse we've talked about. Civic Wayfinder we've talked about. Here's a Fog, classic art on Fog. Phantom Monster we've talked about. Swiftwater Cliffs, I think our first Swiftwater Cliffs. Glimmer Point Stag, seen that guy already. Tooth and Claw, kind of cool. I don't know that I like the art necessarily on this so much. It's okay. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about that. Oh, wow. Hymn to Torok, very nice. I'm a fan of Hymn to Torok, that's awesome. So there you go with that. And our rare is a Heritage Druid. If you open this card in draft, you are probably going to be in the elf deck, unless somebody's cutting you in it. But yeah, this card you want elves for. There's a reason it's rare, not uncommon or common. So there you go. Heritage Druid is our rare. And our foil in this pack is Factor Fiction. Very nice. So cool. You can have some fun interactions with this. Maybe worth some money. Again, on foils, I just don't know. But the foiling pattern looks cool. I mean, it's not kind of inherently super colorful, but there are many different colors. So for that reason, the foiling looks kind of cool. Like especially on her clothes that she's wearing and the window in the background and stuff. So there you go. And a goblin token behind it. So there you go. Elf in this pack. Let's see, we got 3 mythics in the beginning, and now we just don't have any. So let's see if we can pick that up, or if we're just only going to have those mythics. Sting Scourger, Elite Vanguard, Knight's Whisper again, Civic Wayfinder again, Shoreline Ranger, Coalition Honor Guard, love that flag, Orcish Oriflame, Wake of Vultures, Dismal Backwater, Tragic Slip. Here's a Honden of Infinite Rage. So we've gotten 3 different Hondens, or we've gotten 3 Hondens, 3 different ones. Extract from Darkness. Card's cool, art's cool.
I love it.
Yeah, it just looks fantastic. Like, amazing. I just love it. So there you go. And Price of Progress. We've seen this one already as well. So there you go. Our rare or mythic in this pack is something good. Entomb, not bad at all. Nothing insane, but there you go. Here's an Entomb. There's a reason it was reprinted, so here it is. Behind Entomb, our foil is Foil Extract from Darkness. We're just talking about this one, and we just got this one, and I think for the first time. So now we have 2 in the same pack. There it is. Check out the foiling pattern. Behind it, our token is a soldier token. I believe first soldier token in the box. So there you go. Another elf. Break into this one. Come on, box. Give me something. Skulking Ghost.
I love that one.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Corpse Bride. There's like a character in Corpse Bride that looks so much like that guy.
Okay, there you go. So Corpse Bride.
If you guys know what character that is, leave it in the comments for me.
There you go.
I think he wore glasses in that, though.
Mog Fanatic. Second Thoughts. Oh, Seal of Strength again. Beautiful, beautiful card. Blossoming Sands. There's the Emperor Crocodile. So I talked about this guy before really quickly. He is he was a rare, bumped all the way down to a common. It's fine. I mean, he's not super overpowered. 4 mana 5/5, but when you control no other creatures, you have to sack it. So your opponent can kind of do some interesting things and get you by getting rid of your other creatures, and then this guy just immediately goes away. So yeah. Plus, there's weird little creatures that he's kind of attacking over here on the side. I don't think that they are based on anything on Earth.
Weird little creatures. They're snacks.
Yes, they are snacks. Here's Cannonball, aka Reckless Charge, Eye Blight's Ending, Bloodfell Caves, Faith's Fetters. I love Faith's Fetters so much. This was in another casual deck that I used to play, which maybe we'll see some of the rares. They reprinted a couple of rares in this set that were in that casual deck, but Faith's Fetters is fantastic. It's just a better arrest because you gain some life off of it. But there you go. Quiet Speculation. Again, beautiful art. They do such amazing things with blues in these arts. So there's a Quiet Speculation. Just fantastic. And a Thunderclap Wyvern, or Wyvern, depending on how you want to say it. This is just, again, part of the dual-colored gold cycle in Uncommon. Here it is. So There you go. And I believe we're up to the rare or mythic. Our rare or mythic out of this pack is Shardless Agent. Very nice. Worth something. Nothing incredible, but again, reason it was reprinted. Awesome. But there you go. Shardless Agent. I mean, an artifact gold creature. Awesome. So that you can put over there. We have a foil Plague Witch. Nice. Again, classic art updated, and now we have it in foil. Nice. Behind it, Elephant Token. So another new token. I feel like we're going to start seeing duplicate rares before we see duplicate tokens at this point. But here's an Elephant Token. Onto a Goblin pack. We're getting to the end. I mean, this is a smaller box because it's a premium set, but I'm having fun. We got Desperate Ravings. Humble again. Love Humble. Duress. I think our first Duress of the box. Classic. Borderland Marauder. Civic Wayfinder. Screeching Scab. Wow. Roots again just does not want to be shown. Roots. Pilgrim's Eye. Firebolt. Phyrexian Rager. Harmonize. Drawing cards in green. Harmonize. Flamekin Zealot. We talked about this one before as well. And Daze. Daze is another uncommon. It's worth a little bit. Not a lot, but here it is. Daze. Awesome. And our rare or mythic in this pack is... Haha. Speaking of white cards that I used to have in my casual deck, Mother of Runes. I love it. Not super valuable. I'm going to keep it on the side anyway to show at the end. One of, just a fantastic card. Again, here you go, talking about the protection theme in white in the set. Here it is. Behind our Mother of Runes, our foil is Una's Grace. Very nice. So we're getting a lot of beautiful foils, not a ton of valuable ones. But here is Una's Grace. Very cool. And our token is another elephant token. Okay, so I lied. Here's a duplicate token. We're moving on to some more Deathrite Shaman packs. Our old buddy, Deathrite Shaman. Okay, we start with a Sting Scourger. Elite Vanguard. Night's Whisper, Silent Departure, Blossoming Sands, Emperor Crocodile again, Rugged Highlands again, Cannonball aka Reckless Charge again, Eyeblight's Ending, Bloodfell Caves, a lot of lands in this pack. Rancor is our first uncommon, awesome. Ticking Gnomes, hilarious, just hysterical, little artifact gnomes. Just awesome. Little bombs too. Quiet Speculation, and our rare is Regal Force. This guy's adorable. He reminds me of Yoda mixed with like a frog. He's just kind of sitting up. He's got his little stick there, his little staff, whatever. There you go. He's cute. I don't think he's worth a lot of money, but there he is. Our rare or mythic, or not our rare or mythic, we saw that already. Our foil in this pack is Rally the Peasants. Nothing incredible there. I mean, the moon and the sky looks really cool. In foil here, the people at the bottom are kind of too dark to show anything good there. But yeah, Rally the Peasants, not bad. And we have another soldier token art. So there you go. Deathrite Shaman again. Really? There we go. Doesn't want to open. Which means it's probably got really, really expensive stuff in it. I'm just saying that to make myself feel better. Humble. Duress. Undying Rage. Peregrine Drake again. Shoreline Ranger. Coalition Honor Guard. Orcish Oriflame. Wake of Vultures. Dismal Backwater. Tragic Slip. Honden of Seeing Winds, our first duplicate Honden. We've only gotten 3 so far, so. Centaur Chieftain and Phyrexian Ingester. This card's weird. First of all, super expensive, but it's a Phyrexian, so it's supposed to not look normal, but it looks really weird. Our rare or mythic out of this pack is something good. Isochron Scepter. Card is classic to me, brings back a lot of memories of playing when I was younger. you can do some really disgusting things with this card. Don't forget, just as a tip, if you guys are drafting this set, my recommendation would be, if you get this, get some counterspells and put some counterspells on this. Read what the card does, and then tell me that you shouldn't do that. Anyway, there's our Isochron Scepter. Our foil behind the Isochron Scepter is a foil Dead Bridge Shaman. Cool colors, so cool in foil. No monetary value, at least as far as I understand it.
I was thinking that one might look really cool in foil.
Yeah, and there you go. Well, I mean, the art was just really well done, so yeah. And our token, whoops, is another Surf token. Cool. It's a unique token, so I like having it. So there you go. Back to the little goblin here. We're getting there. This is our fourth to last pack. We got one more layer to go after this. The mythics dried up real fast after the beginning, though. So, and we still have not gotten a foil rare or mythic. Hopefully we'll get at least one. Sting Scourger, Second Thoughts, Skulking Ghost, Fervent Cathar, Stupefying Touch, love it. Again, purple energy. It's not on a black card, but still looks really awesome. I like that. Thornwield Archer, Giant Tortoise, hysterical. Looks really weird with the like antenna on the tortoise, because tortoises do not have that, but a giant tortoise, so there you go. Man of War again, great. White Mane Lion, cool. First time we've seen it, even though we're this far into the box. I think it's the first time we've seen it. Nausea again. Swords to Plowshares, fantastic. I mean, it's worth money. The art's okay. I like the colors on it, but the effect is just incredible for 1 white mana. So there you go. Merfolk Looter, the card that spawned an entire key name or keyword name, nickname, I should say, to loot, draw a card, then discard a card. Just because of this card, everyone calls it looting. So there you go. And the Jetting Glass Kite. Our rare or mythic in this pack, our fourth to last pack, is Baleful Strix. Speaking of beautiful cards, I believe this was bumped up from uncommon to rare. So there you go. Art looks great. And our foil behind it is a Windscarred Crag. Okay. It's a foil land, foil dual land from the set. Again, they're in here for drafting purposes. I don't believe that they needed to be reprinted for any other reason, because they're in Khans of Tarkir or were in Khans of Tarkir. So if people needed it, there it is. And our token is a zombie token. So there you go. 3 more packs to go. We've got 2 of these little goblins and 1 of the elf. So our Deathrite Shaman packs are done. We start with a Welkin Guide right up top. Prowling Pangolin. Pangolin? Weird. Just a weird name. Weird art, and the first time we've seen it, even though, again, it's a common. Dragon Egg. I think first time we've seen this one, too. Yavimaya Enchantress. Whoops. Deep Analysis. Interesting. I like the art on this one a lot. It's got what I believe is Ugin on it, unless it's Nicol Bolas. But, yeah. Big. Yeah, I think it is Nicol Bolas, because he's got the little gem in between him there. So, my mistake. The Gem of Becoming, actually. Gravedigger. Seismic Stomp. Monk Idealist. Elephant Guide. Dream Twist. Centaur Chieftain is our first uncommon in this pack. Calciderm. Basically White's answer to Blastoderm. If you're aware of the old green card Blastoderm, here's Calciderm. And another Honden, a Honden of Cleansing Fire. So technically, we're only missing 1 Honden out of the box, and we have 1 duplicate Honden, but still, like I said, I don't really like them, so I have the old ones. And our rare or mythic in this pack is third to last pack. Gamble. All right, not bad. It's another tutor type of an effect. And our foil in this pack is a foil Blood Artist. Very nice. That's worth something. I enjoy Blood Artist greatly. Like I said, I play it in a casual deck that I have. Foiling looks really cool, just with all the different things that are going on, the different colors. The foiling pattern is pretty awesome. So there you go. Foil Blood Artist. Happy to have it. Behind that, we have another worm token. 2 packs left, guys. We're going to do the elf pack next and the goblin last. The goblin Charbelcher will be the art on our last pack. We start with Amy's little corpse bride friend, Skulking Ghost. Mog Fanatic, seen a lot of those. Second Thoughts, we've seen a lot of those. Lissalana Huntmaster, Scoured Barrens, Twisted Abomination for Swamp Cycling, another Pacifism, love it. Blossoming Sands, Emperor Crocodile again, Rugged Highlands again, more lands. Havoc Demon, cool. I mean, cool art. The bony, like, armor that he's got on is cool. Havoc Demon. And our last Hunded. Very nice. Hunded of Knight's Reach. We got all 5. I have OCD and I'm a completionist, so I appreciate having all 5. We do have 1 duplicate, but even though I don't like these cards, at least we got all of them, so that's cool. And the Sprite, Noble, is our 3rd uncommon in our second to last pack. And our second to last rare or mythic, unless we have a foil, is Sensei's Divining Top. I do have the original Sensei's Divining Top. I might even have 2. Card's fantastic. It just really lets you set up whatever you're going to draw next. It lets you kind of control it. Card is busted, broken, amazing. New art is really cool. The old art had the top kind of fat and sitting on its side instead of actually spinning. All of mine are kind of beaten up because I played them because they were really good when I was younger and not knowing as much about value. But now I've got a rare because it was bumped up from, I believe, uncommon. So there you go. Our foil in this pack is Call the Skybreaker. It is our foil rare. It is not the one that you want to see, but it's a foil rare and it's hybrid, so I guess I'm okay with that. So there you go. We'll keep that with the good stuff on the side. And the cool-looking Spirit token is here, so I like that. We have 1 pack left, guys. It is the Goblin Charbelcher pack. Amy, why don't you stack those so that I can run through them after we're done here. We have our last pack. As I said, let's see if we can finish strong. We have a Wake Dancer. Amy's going to move her chair out to pick up that card that she dropped in a second, but I'll talk over it.
Did you drop anything when you
No, totally you didn't. I didn't see it at all. Mog War Marshal, Ballynock Cohort, Silent Departure, Roots again, Coalition Honor Guard, Orcish Oriflame, Shoreline Ranger, Eye Blight's Ending, Dismal Backwater, Faith's Fetters again, love me some Faith's Fetters, another Extract from Darkness, and Pyroblast. So our second Pyroblast of the box. No Hydroblasts in this box, but Pyroblast, like I said, is worth more money, so that's fine with me. I'd rather get no Hydroblasts and 2 Pyros than the other way around. So there you go. Our last rare or mythic, again, unless there's one in foil, is 8.5 Tails. Cool card. Yeah, Amy likes this card. 8.5 Tails is cool. I like it as well. It's not super valuable. We did only get 3 mythics out of the box in the beginning, I believe. But we do still have a foil. There is still 1 card left, and it is a Warden of Evo's Isle. So again, I like it because it is colorful and beautiful, but it is not incredibly valuable, which is kind of what you want. So there you go, and our token behind it is a Spirit token. So Amy, if you will pass me, here they are, they're over here. Well, let's quickly go over some of the good stuff that we got out of this box. Heritage Druid is pretty good. We got the Sensei's Divining Top, which is nice. Our foil rare out of the box was the Call the Skybreaker. So there it is. We got a Deathrite Shaman, fantastic. There's a reason it's banned or in Modern, because it's really good. Control Magic, awesome. Vampiric Tutor as one of our mythics, pretty expensive one, but not as expensive as our other mythic, Caracas. Definitely MVP of the box, no question.
It's gorgeous.
It's absolutely beautiful, yes. But again, there's a reason it's mythic. Card's great. Card's worth some money. So there's Caracas. We have a Winter Orb, which I love, plus it's valuable. We have a foil Civic Wayfinder, just looks really good. And then Mother of Runes, I absolutely love, and Shardless Agent is fantastic. Guys, I'm going to leave you looking at our 2 good mythics that we got out of the box. The other one was okay, but here's our 2 good mythics in Karakas and Vampiric Tutor. These premium sets, they're hit or miss. If you don't get some of the big cards in the set, like Karakas, like Vampiric Tutor, you're going to lose out on value. Just doing the math in my head, I'm pretty sure I did not reach the amount of money that I spent on the box. I've seen some insane boxes get opened where they've doubled, tripled their money. So it's really hit or miss. And if you're only buying 1 box, you could lose out. You could whiff. I'm lucky. I think I'm lucky to have even gotten what I got. But I was happy to open it for you guys. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. You can check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Those links are in the description. Check us out on Jar. We talk about the Magic story. We are Vorthos players at heart, which is why we love talking about the art and things like that. Obviously, I talk about value only because, as I said, I like to continue to be able to purchase Magic products. So it is important, despite the fact that I appreciate the art more so than the value. But anyway, guys, from the Geek for All YouTube channel, I have been Joe.
I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.